Well, my name is Krendl. I'm the Escapologist, and I do the Houdini water torture cell. And in doing that, we use approximately 850 liters of water in the performance for me to be lowered upside down and shackled inside it. In doing that, I've done this all over the world, and it's never been a second thought as to the use of water or the importance of it. But as this escalated here, I became aware here in Cape Town of the water shortage. Everything started changing in the process. We looked into ocean water, shipping water in, and all these different elements to the equation. In the end, we chose to actually not do the performance out of respect across the board for Cape Town, just because it wouldn't matter where the water came from. It's still something that exists symbolically on stage that we didn't want to associate with the community. So unfortunately, I won't be performing in the show here for this run. I will be in Johannesburg doing the Houdini water torture cell there. The one fascinating thing, though, for me, has been the level of understanding of what water really is and how much I take it for granted in something that I do. I realized that by me not doing this stunt here in Cape Town, it represents over 45 days of water for one person here in the mix. So it's kind of our way of being a part of this and embracing and supporting the culture that is happening as far as conservation and awareness. I personally have become so aware how much water I personally use, and I've already some of my methods of how I use water have changed through the process of learning things. There is only a handful of people, and from my understanding, 3 people in the world that can do what I do. 2 of them are in the Illusionists. One is Andrew Basso, he's an Italian, and myself, I'm an American based in Virginia. There's training involved with this naturally. I learned through some free divers, breath holding techniques and breathe up techniques. And in doing that, I've been able to hold my breath for a personal record of 5 minutes underwater. So once I developed that, I was able then to mix the two of physiology of holding your breath underwater for long periods of time, and then the art and skill of picking locks through the process. So Houdini's version was always done with a curtain. We use no curtain. There's nowhere to hide. It is all pure and raw in front of the audience. And we even bring cameras in to blow it up so they can even see closely exactly what I'm doing to the process so that they know it's real.
So how do you do that? How is it?
Well, how I do it is why you have to come to the show. You will watch it step by step exactly how I do it. There is no hiding of this. And as an illusionist, the difference in reality is that we do magic as entertainment, and we know there's something to it. This is the one thing in the show that is legitimate. There is, again, nowhere to hide. It is an actual stunt based on the physical attributes of pulling something off. And I've learned a lot personally as you deal with a lot of things mentally to cope with something like this. In the last tour I did in Europe, I held my breath on stage for 7 hours collectively within a 3-month period. So you have a lot of time when you go in that tank and you don't want to go in, you have no choice. So you learn there's inner dialogue that you deal with and things of that nature, and that's been a very helpful process. I've really changed as a person because of this one stunt.
Have you ever had something go wrong, mechanism stick or something?
Yes. Especially when I go to different countries, we do a full run-through of what happens when I pass out. And I do actually go limp on purpose in the tank and let the crew pull me out so they understand how to deal with me. On a regular basis, vomiting happens more often than anyone would probably understand or realize. And because when I go in upside down, there's always a risk of water getting in my nose and in my lungs. And then I have to hold that for a good 3 minutes before I can get it out. And so vomiting is usually what follows after something like that. I've passed out 2 or 3 times now in the tank. Luckily, those have not been done with a live audience. They've been done in rehearsals or something where I was pushing the limits, trying to see how far I could go in that mix.